I realized I just went the long way around. Whatever. I, I've literally picked this game up today. I mean, replayed it again. I don't play it off screen on a different character, so I didn't know anything's at. So yeah, League is. What was I talking about with League? Position. Blah, 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 blah. I forgot where I was going with that. Easily distracted, especially when I get in a rant. I start talking and if I lose track of what I'm actually ranting about, I kind of just, if I have to stop, I lose my spot in place basically. But League, oh, it's still there. I'm gonna die again, by the way. Oh, what the hell? Rapid fire. No. Rapid fire. So, oh, god damn, what the hell? Marbles. Do something. Ah, you dick. Can you do something, Marbles? That'd be great. Wait. What? In the... Am I missing something? Like, what happened to my item? Like... So... Either I'm, like, retarded or I whatever. 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 Interesting. Not in a good way. Anyways, yeah, League, very hard, very scary. Would not recommend you play by yourself. The game demands a lot of attention, and most of the time people don't actually put the right amount of effort into it. And I don't blame them, to be perfectly honest, because the game can be a little daunting you play. Primarily because the game, you know, is not very friendly to newer players. Mainly because, you know, people expect you to know your position, to know, you know, what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. And for the most part, when you play a game and you're fairly new at it, like League of Legends, for the most part, most people won't expect you to know exactly what you need to do at early levels. Because I actually played a alt, and people at that early, like 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up until when you get Flash, people do not know what they're doing. They really don't. They'll lose to very simple things for the most part, and it's not really a knock on them. I mean, it's really a lack of tutorial. You know, the game does have one, but the game doesn't. Playing against bots really doesn't prepare you against playing against people, because people are more clever. You know, by default, people are more clever, right? They'll come up with newer strategies. You know, with interesting strategies. Where do you go? Oh. People come up with interesting strategies. They'll come out with, you know, they'll synergize their abilities, right? Can I actually use that? If I hit myself. People synergize their abilities. Champion creatures augment. People will, people need to synergize their abilities in that game, and a lot of time when people don't know how to synergize abilities, you know, you end up dying, right? So, like for an example, a Nami bubble, right? Because I play support. a Nami bubble. Now, it's a prison, it's a stun, it's a knock-up, right? It stuns you in place and you get pulled up. Okay, that's pretty much the basics. Okay, that's the basics of the ability, right? Drop the ability down, it locks them in place, and then you proceed to unload your abilities. Now, that can be used offensively and defensively. Offensively to initiate a fight, or defensively to prevent people from catching up. Let's see. Lamp of Wonders. What's up, Genie?
You have received a quest.
I'm not that fast. So it's used offensively and defensively. Now, for the most part, it's actually a rather hard ability to land. Stay within the light. Okay. It's actually a rather hard ability to land. It's not easy at all for the most part. It's actually quite difficult because it takes time to travel, and a skilled player can actually see it coming because it takes a little bit time to cast and just flat out avoid it. Let's see if I can get this. Alright, sweet. Oh. Oh crap. That hurt. That actually hurt. Will it not move? Maybe? Uh-oh. I remember these guys. Uh-oh. This might... Okay. Like I was saying... Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Like I was saying, Nami Bubble, it's offensive and defensive ability. You use it to save your ADC or whoever is running away with you. Use it to save their lives, pretty much. Now, because it takes time to cast, like I stated earlier, people can avoid it. That's the downside to abilities, because it's avoidable. You can actually see it coming. If you become skilled enough, you can avoid it entirely. Now, because it's a cast ability, it's not the most reliable one because it's easily missed. And based on your ADC or whoever's running away, you can either initiate a fight or prevent a fight. Now, most people want to prevent a fight when you're playing as Nami, because if you're running away, you want to save them from getting killed, right? That's the basic idea of any support, is that you're helping your ADC, or you're helping. Uh-oh. Am I getting hit by that? No. You're helping your ADC, right? That's the whole point of your class, is to build up, is to support, is to help them secure a kill, or secure to secure objectives, to prevent them from dying, right? That's the basic idea. Oh. Well. Oh. God, this is a... I'm a little frantic now. I'm surprised.
My pack is full.
It's... Uh-oh. Am I full on inventory? That might be. So, yeah, you're securing kills, you're securing objectives. Now, people find it boring, and I don't blame them, because it's not an easy task, particularly because if you do it poorly, you'll end up costing your team the fight, or your team you'll end up costing your team quite a bit. Poison vitality. Eh. Marbles. I need you to go to town.
Your pet has departed.
Okay. So it requires, it requires a little bit more effort than normal, right? It's not. Oh God, what the hell? God damn it! Oh. All right, let's just get it over with. That guy's gonna kill me.
I am wounded.
So, and then that's bottom lane, then ADC. You know, the basics of your abilities is to, almost for the most part, exclusively, it's to pump out as much damage as possible. Right? Like my goal is to save you as much as possible, where your goal is to do as much damage as possible. Now that oftentimes, depending on the matchup, can be either really easy or really difficult. I don't claim to know everything about the game, but that's just my casual observation, right? Of being a League of Legends player, casual one, but a player nonetheless. What I do see a lot of times when people do is that they'll see something and they'll go, oh, I can do that, or they'll go, well, I can Ezreal looks really easy to play, so I'm gonna play as Ezreal, right? And like any champion, particularly that champion, you need a certain level of finesse or a certain level of talent.
I don't have enough mana.
If only because his abilities are they're all skill shots, right? So they all take time to travel, and they all take time. Oh crap! What the hell? Marbles. They all take. Oh crap! We're Manticores. They take time to travel. They take time to not necessarily to cast, but they take time to travel and they take time to hit, so they can be avoided. Most of the time, people miss their shots a lot. Like they'll burn their abilities quicker, they'll burn through their mana quicker because they're not hitting their abilities. They're spamming it out there and they're using it kind of as like a threat. Like how if you come over here, you're gonna get hit by this, or you're gonna hit by True Shot Barrage, or you're gonna get hit by the stuff, one of the other abilities. And it works at a lower at end game, but towards the beginning, like in laning phase, it does not work because you just end up not having any more mana. So they'll just move in on you when you don't have any mana, and then just proceed to just murk you flat out. And I see a lot of people doing that. They'll burn through all their mana, and then they'll just kind of sit there, and then they'll probably die, and then they end up blaming me because I couldn't protect them. But it's hard to protect someone when they're not holding up their end of the bargain. And by hold up their end of the bargain, I mean if you want me to help, great, but don't if you're like Ezreal and you're using his E, which is the short range teleport move. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. Like if I can prevent one of them from attacking you, great. If I'm using Soraka, Nami, whatever, and I stun one of them, but you decide to go back in and keep pumping out damage, or attempting to at the very least, cool. But just know that let's see. But just know that, because you decided to go in and I burned my abilities, you don't have anything left, right? And that's what people don't seem to understand, is that as much as it is, spamming abilities, it's knowing when to use them.